It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Alex Cobb starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
So digging in now, Brian O'Grady, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Ro. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Into the box, Willie Adames. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's 1 for 3. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Ro. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Digging in, Brandon Lau comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
Guy does a lot of different things in the ball field. Not only has this guy been a hit machine all year, but he also leads the league in runs scored right now. So you have to give credit to the guys behind him who are driving him in as he's been getting on all season long.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. From the stretch. 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The right field.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So coming to the plate, Austin Meadows entering play. He's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
0-1 the count. Adames on second. Lau at first. One gone. Fastball called for strike two.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And that gets him on the mound. Goes to third with it, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third. Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. From the stretch.
That's a strike.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Second and third here, one man out. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's out.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Rutschman waits on it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Rays will settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rays 1, the Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Blake Snell gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Standing in, DJ Stewart, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Number 24.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Bounce it to the left side. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Popped him up. Perez over to his right. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the center fielder,
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will land untouched. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Lau is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Rays are in front, 1-0. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first, here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Stepping up to the plate, Yandy Diaz. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 7.
Standing in, Michael Perez. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch on its way. One out and a runner on third. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Rays dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep here in this contest.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Ready for another chance? Brian O'Grady. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The Rays had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
The count now at 2-1. And now pitch on the way. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 2 and the Orioles nothing. Ready now for Baltimore. Adley Rutschman. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone.
Batting seven, the shortstop, Pat.
Into the box, Pat Valaika, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. One out, nobody on. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate now, Ramon Urias, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Stepping up now, Willie Adames. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
2-1 to count. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Now batting.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
So now to the plate, Brendan Lau, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly. When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Now batting.
Bases are loaded here with one away. And that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. He's set and the pitch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. There's one. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Chris Davis is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. One and one, the count to Chris Davis.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Striding in once again, DJ Stewart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly.
He's out.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Hanser Alberto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. In the air down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kevin Kiermaier. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
11, 1-1.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1.
Ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
There's ball 4.
The batter, number 7.
Ready now, Michael Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
To first, Davis has it, one there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, left field.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Digging in once again, Brian O'Grady. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rays lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. And here's Renato Nunez as he'll send a ground ball down to third. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Austin Hayes. Pitch on the way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still down 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
The 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Lau. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Down the first baseline. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. On to the shortstop, but thrown away. And he is going to score now all the way from first on a play that was nothing short of a disaster all the way around.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Wade LeBlanc, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Wade LeBlanc.
Austin Meadows will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with a runner in scoring position and still nobody out. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
A runner at second, nobody out. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Belted high and deep into right center. Mancini moving back, and this one will bounce into the wall. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The 1-0.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
2-2.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Good battle. Count remains full. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. A ball and no strikes. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. 2 costly errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Thank you, Heidi.
Orioles.
So stepping in,
The catcher,
Adley Rutschman. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Adley Rutschman is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Ramon Urias. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Up next for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. It was a walk in his last trip.
Yandy Diaz.
He's set. Here it comes. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Number 7.
Ready once again, Michael Perez. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. This is flared out towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian O'Grady. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The batter, number 1.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Willie Adames is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration and get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here's Chris Davis now. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Curveball taken a little high.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Standing in now, DJ Stewart. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go to start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Grady will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Miguel Castro comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Throw.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the outfielder, Austin Meadows.
The right fielder, Austin Meadows.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. 1-1. Here it comes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Skied down the left field line. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box, Ji-Man Choi. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No one out with a runner at second. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
Digging in and looking for more, Hunter Renfroe. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. 1 there. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Now batting,
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First offering on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
no strike.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 6-0. So striding in, Trey Mancini. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see two different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Oliver Drake comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Renato Nunez will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. As a look, now the pitch. Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Drake is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in fifth gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. Line, that's a base hit into left field. The throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping into the box, Adley Rutschman, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The 1-1 home is a ball below the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now to the plate, Pat Valaika, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Lays off 2-2 now.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
Still 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Richard Blyer comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Richard Blyer.
Stepping in, Yandy Diaz. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. 1-0.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. In now, Michael Perez, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Mike Zunino will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, a dozen home runs, and an even 40 RBIs. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Blyer, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The left fielder, number 31, Brian O'Grady.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian O'Grady. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. There's 1 on to first, and you guessed it, another double play. Their 5th of the ball game so far, and this one ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles nothing. Mike Zunino will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 10, Mike Zunino.
Now in the box, Ramon Urias. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A ball and a strike. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books. Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Chris Davis at the plate now. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Now another 0-2.
No.
1 out, nobody on. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, DJ Stewart. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Hanser Alberto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1 left for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batter, number 8.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Lau. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set and the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Nobody out, runner on first. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Meadows. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Sean Armstrong enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up, still ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 19th home run for him on the season as the blowout continues.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in now, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Four runs here in this half inning. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Line drive to center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his third knock of the game.
Into the box now, Yandy Diaz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Now a hard liner toward short. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Mike Zunino will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, Brian O'Grady, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Pulled toward right center field. Mancini's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But one more look here at the big blow for the Rays. A grand slam home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's the Rays 10 and the Orioles nothing. Diego Castillo is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
So here's Trey Mancini. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1 on its way. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
To the plate now, Austin Hayes. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Baltimore down to their final strike. He hangs the K to end it as the Rays go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
10-0 the final shutout score in this one. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell wins his league-leading 10th game of the year. Alex Cobb was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the Victoria.